Welcome to the Day Optimizer tutorial series. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to configure activities. But first, what are activities and why do we need them? Unlike a task management app, Day Optimizer helps you manage your time, which means our definition of a to-do is slightly different than a task management app. In Day Optimizer, a to-do is anything that takes up time in your day. Day Optimizer has three types of to-dos: tasks, appointments, and activities. A task is anything that takes up time in your day that will eventually get done. An appointment, usually synced from your calendar, represents a fixed point in your day that you need to work around. And an activity is something that takes up time in your day that will never be done. Think things like lunch and exercise. So why do we need activities? Well, activities have special properties within Day Optimizer. Unlike a task, which participates in the task flow, where once I start a task, it keeps rolling over from day to day until I finish it, an activity is either done or it's not done. If I miss lunch one day, I don't have to eat 2 lunches tomorrow, and I can never be overdue on eating lunch. So things like activities we actually need to treat differently than tasks. That's why we have them in Day Optimizer. So let's go into how I actually configure an activity. I click on the Activities menu on the side menu, or if on the mobile device, click the 3 bars on the top to get to the menu to click over to Activities. From here, you can see I have several different activities configured. I have exercise and lunch like I mentioned before, but I also have things like client work, session 1, session 2. These are time blocks. Time blocks are a type of activity, and so we configure them in Day Optimizer as an activity. So how do I add an activity? Well, let's come here and add something for marketing. So I'm going to come here and I'm going to say I'm going to do some marketing every single day. I don't need it every day. I just need it on the weekdays. Now, I'm going to say I'm going to spend half an hour on marketing every single day. Now, if that time varies, then I would just leave that blank. And that forces me to select the time when I'm actually allocating my time later in the planning process. I can also add tags to organize it in various ways, and I can add notes. If you're interested on doing templated checklists, watch the video on using checklists. Now when I click Save, it gets added to my list as marketing. Okay, now how do I actually use that? So in the planning flow, if I'm going to click and I do Start Planning, the first step is Commit. And now I can see here's the activity box, where I can now add activities from my activity template or my activity list and commit to them for that day. I can come down here and add that marketing one I just wanted. Now, if during this process I realize I need another activity, so maybe I actually not only want to work on marketing, but I explicitly want to publish a social media post each day. So I'm going to come here and say, I'm going to publish the social media. Let's actually do it every day. I only need to spend 15 minutes on that. And I click Save. And now publishing that social media post gets added to my list, and I can click plus to commit to it for that day. Now every future day that will appear as an activity. Finally, for any activity, you can see the history of that activity by coming and clicking on to open it and then clicking on history. And now I actually see a whole calendar showing me every single day I committed to the activity in the yellow, and every single day I actually did that activity. So that's activities in Day Optimizer. Once again, activities represent things that take up time in your day that are never done. These are things that are normally not tracked in a task manager, so they have special properties within Day Optimizer where they don't participate in the task flow, and you either do them or don't do them for any day. To learn more about how to use the checkbox list for activities, watch the video on checkbox list. If you have any questions, please email support@dayoptimizer.com. Thank you very much.